are you working now? Let's see. I mean, I know you won't show up right away. I was streaming for like 2 minutes, but it was not working on my end. Like, I couldn't see my live stream. Ah, there she is. Why were you not working before? Hold on. Let me bring it up. It's so fucking weird. Alright. Sorry. Okay, that was weird. It wasn't showing my live stream for like 2 minutes. We're going to do Cloud Retainer's story quest. Even though I want to be there. Yes, get the quest. All the way over there. I always do that. Sorry, you can continue to talk, Simon.
Where are some nice places we could go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Outsong? It's been a while since we last saw that illuminated bird. She's always the one popping up out of nowhere and scaring us half to death. So let's surprise her this time.
Not the evil voice. Okay, but we are actually. I need to get my shit. I was like reminiscing on past live streams the other day. I mean, mostly the one that I played with my lovely wife. Which I had 2 live streams with her. Granted, I am a little mean. I am a little bitchy in those. But I was like, I miss playing with like friends. And it sucks, low-key, not being able to play with friends. Helping them discover things. Cause like, well, I have 2 live streams with my coworker I became friends with, and her boy toy. I had 2 streams of those, and they were helping me out. And then my 2 streams with my waifu, I helped her out with her map. One of them mostly took over the dreaded dragon spine. Let's see, hold on. Sorry, my throat's a little more weird today. Alright, sorry, I'm trying to connect. I turned on my laptop when I was trying to like figure out. Oh, that's so strange. It's like someone heard me talk about wanting to play. Okay, there we go. I'm mentally ill and I'm on drugs. Alright, I'm gonna close out on my phone so I can have it up on my laptop. Dismiss. I don't wanna see that. But yeah, I miss being with people. Sometimes it's lonely just being in your own world. And yes, I know I can join people's worlds, but like, I low-key be shy about it. Now, I did start following this other streamer, but she only streams at night. And I have seen her like let others come into her world. But as I said, the downside is she streams at nighttime. Like, when she streams, it would be like 8 o'clock for me. And by then, I need to start getting ready to bed if I want to keep my fixed schedule. Here we are, right outside her place.
Do you still remember the first time we came here? We even brought offerings and everything.
Yeah.
And when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor.
She did.
Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. But now that we've spent some more time together, she's really not like that at all. We probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her pretty well, right? Still, Paimon's got some snacks around here somewhere, so if she really wants something, we can just use that. Huh? Traveler, did something catch your eye?
Wow, don't think we've ever seen her before.
Whoa.
But we have.
What a pretty lady.
The lantern,
Is she
right?
also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
It seems like she could also be a powerful assassin.
You're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special.
We literally said the
Suspected
same
of that
thing
bird lady, really.
during the
She
lantern,
must have
right?
a whole bunch of Adepti friends from all over the country. Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by association, right? Want to go up to her and say hello?
Who knew you were such a social butterfly, Paimon? I'll leave the introduction to
Helping
you.
you make more connections is a part of Paimon's job as your reliable guide.
For a
Paimon's
while,
got
I've had a
this.
theory that we're actually a villain. I know that's random. But, I don't know, it just seems...
Hello.
I think that we were villains, like, me and the sibling were villains to other worlds. Like, I know she only mentions that her and her sibling explores other worlds. And then a god came to stop that. But, like, why? Just because they're exploring other worlds? As long as they're not messing with it, it shouldn't be a huge issue. So then it makes me think, like, maybe they are messing with people in other worlds. Maybe they're, like, tricksters. So, I think low-key, we may be morally gray. And this is our first time.
This is the Traveler.
Paimon, just say everything in a nice, even tone.
Paimon doesn't think we've met, but we're also friends of Cloud Retainer. May we have the pleasure of learning your name, Madam Adeptus?
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has this shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
Wait, you're...
Cloud
Huh? You're the illuminated bird? But you look... human! How did that happen?
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So, you're indulging now because?
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor. Taking on a human form for such a trip is simply a way to make matters less conspicuous.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place. In fact, Paimon can think of several examples. Like last year, when you suddenly appeared on the top of a roof without any warning.
It feels like Cloud Retainer has her reasons, but doesn't want to discuss them too openly. Almost forgot, Paimon brought you some gifts.
Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Oh? So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all. Most commendable.
Well, this...
One has never found oneself lacking in basic comforts. On the contrary, it is the gesture that one values above all else. So long as you've shown proper respect and consideration, the quantity or quality of the gift is but a trivial matter.
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep them for herself. Anyway, where were we before you reminded Paimon about the gifts?
Cloud Retainer said that she's going to visit some of her disciples.
Ah, right. So by disciples, you must mean Ganyu and Shenhe. It's also been a while since we last saw them. Maybe we
Hi,
can come
princess. Come here, pretty girly.
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself.
Princess.
Xianyun and Ganyu should be quite pleased to see you again.
There's no one out
However,
here besides
one
me.
would first inquire as to the reason behind your
Princess.
visit here. You have cause to seek one's company?
Come to me, child. Okay. No reason in particular.
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing you and wanted to see how you were doing. We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into your human form while we were at it?
Is that so? If there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Ganyu is likely still working at Yuehai Pavilion, so that shall be our first stop.
Sounds great! Then let's all go to Liyue Harbor!
Yay! Gonna.
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late. One can count on one tell the number of times she returns to Mount Aocang each year.
Hi,
Shanaha has
princess.
also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future.
Ah!
Did they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes and decide for oneself if their living conditions are satisfactory.
Is that it? Hey, princess. I want to see you. I want me to pet you. Are you done? Cloud retainer. You're going to Liyue Harbor. Oh, look at you. You're so cute. You're the cutest baby in the world. Cute little baby. I fucking love cats. Oh my god. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a cute
We're almost at
patootie.
Weihai Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this? Guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go?
Probably to Grandma. She's back there. She didn't come with us.
Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
But why? Isn't it better if we all go together?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One fears that would only result in her staying up all night to make up for lost time. One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again, do not mention one's presence here.
Fair
like a
enough,
mom.
makes sense. Alright then, we'll just pass on your regards and...
In what?
Cloud Retainer?
Oh shit.
Ugh.
Oh, busted.
Is that lady someone you know, Miss Ganyu? She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule today is quite full. Although, perhaps I could move some work to later in
sure.
the evening.
Oh, not to worry, Miss Ganyu. I'll make the necessary arrangements right away.
God, you.
Thank you, Huixin.
This is. Stop
while,
packing your schedule so full.
Greetings.
Like, so.
What brings you
I know
here today?
someone.
And
My
Cloud
brother.
Retainer too.
One of my brothers.
It's been quite some time
They
since I
pack
last
their
saw you in this
schedule,
form.
so when there's ever
You
spur of the
are
moment
quite
things
mistaken.
that happen,
One is not
They don't have the
acquainted with this
flexibility
Cloud
to fit it
Retainer of
in.
whom you speak.
because
One
you
is
packed your schedule so
simply
fucking full.
A mere mortal passerby.
Huh?
Oh.
Seems she's not buying it.
God, you saw right through her.
That was
Your
but a simple test.
feather is literally
One
in your
did not
hair.
expect you to be able to recognize one so easily, especially after so many years of only seeing one's other form.
Gani looks totally bewildered. She's thinking, why wouldn't I recognize you? I see you every day. How bad do you think my memory is?
Recognizing you is, my responsibility as your disciple.
Oh.
An apt observation. One was simply passing by while attending to some important business. One thought it would only be fitting to pay you a visit while in the area.
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important... Cloud Retainer's right! We've still got something super important to do, so we can't stay here for too long today.
Oh, is that so? But it's been so long since we last saw each other.
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation should suffice for today. A more involved reunion should wait until you find yourself less occupied.
I understand. That should be fine.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day, one must also remind you to rest. Though Adepti blood flows through your veins, excessive exhaustion will still cause grave harm to your body. It still makes one nostalgic to see you as you are now, respected and independent. When you were young, you oft begged one to cuddle you to sleep when you suffered from nightmares.
Cloud Retainer! Stop!
That's so adorable.
If you insist. We are running short on time regardless, so one will refrain from going into each and every story. Why don't you continue your conversation? One shall simply stand by and listen.
You discuss our some recent adventures with Gani.
Wow, you've been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. If you ever need anything, please just come find me at
You
Xianyun
cannot leave me,
Pavilion.
princess.
Also,
Just because
forgive
I
me
coughed.
for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer. But if you plan to continue appearing in this form, don't you think it'd be helpful to adopt a human name?
A human name? Huh. You raise a valid point. Considering the sheer extent of one's renown, Cloud Retainer is surely too recognizable as a name.
You really think so? Not that you're not famous or anything, but... that famous?
No, she's more of a legend.
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One would hardly think such a thing to be possible. Nevertheless, Ganyu's advice cannot be ignored. From this point on, when in public occasions, be sure to refer to one as Xianyun.
Xianyun?
Xianyun?
Alright, I could do that.
I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest with the moon. They were enlightened and wise, free and unfettered. The writer referenced Master's name to describe her carefree and spontaneous nature.
Oh, that sounds super cool! Paimon feels like only the most powerful of Adepti could rise with the clouds and rest with the moon.
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe Cloud Retainer herself.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
And what of it?
Yeah.
Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a bird of bigger than average size?
Not exactly.
Paimon looked away in embarrassment. That's totally what Paimon had in mind.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue. Left with no choice, many people left their homes, while others spent day and night praying to the Adepti. Although I did not live through such tragedy, simply reading about it is enough
Which
to gain a
means
visceral
it was older than
understanding
400
of all the
years.
pain and desperation during that time. On top of the drought, a noxious gas also began to spread through the land. If not for Cloud Retainer's efforts, much of Liyue would be nothing more than a barren wasteland today. The books had this to say about what happened.
Where was Cloud
Upon arrival,
Cloud?
the Adeptus borrowed
Rex
the wind
Lapis.
to retain the clouds. Immediately, the clouds gathered together, and abundant rain burst forth from the heavens. Drought and plague were both driven away, and the people were saved.
That's incredible!
That's why she's called Cloud Retainer.
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely what one ought, and even if one had not interceded, the other Adepti would surely have stepped in to help.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really control the weather like the book said? Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you. So it was Paimon's bad for calling you Illuminated Bird before. You're not too mad, are you?
How laughable. A name is but a simple label we carry with us on our journey through the world. Why would one be offended by such a trivial matter?
That's a relief. In that case, Paimon will continue to call you whatever feels right in the moment.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her workplace? And what, pray tell, of her monthly remuneration? Moreover, does she find herself overly inundated with work? Is she allowed time off during Lantern Rite?
That is a lot of questions.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer. I introduced Shenhe to her employer personally. Wanmin Restaurant's business has been booming recently. So, with Chef Mao being swamped with customers, and Xiangling still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenhe to
She's
staff the restaurant.
Working
I see.
at a restaurant.
Most excellent indeed. One
Shenhe?
has had the pleasure of being introduced to that family. Xiangling is kind and astute.
A restaurant.
While her father is loyal and
Public
reliable. One has
service.
no cause to believe that they will
For
make
her to
Shenhe's
smile
work difficult.
and have a chipper voice.
Now, it is almost time to partake in the victuals of noon.
Okay.
One should visit Wanmin Restaurant in
Alright,
person
princess.
and see how Shenhe is doing.
Give me her slow blink.
Huh?
She
But
went back and slow
didn't you
blinked at
just
me.
say that you had something important to do?
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
You may return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own. There will be many an occasion to dine together in the future. One is certain the opportunity shall present itself most readily.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you some other time.
See you around, Ganyu! Whew. Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think?
Alright, sorry, I had to stop
As
rubbing your
soon
booty.
as you mentioned important business to attend to, Paimon realized that you were just looking to cut the conversation short and not take too much of Ganyu's time. Is Paimon right?
No, in fact, it was not an excuse. One is indeed visiting Liyue Harbor for an important purpose.
Wait, for real?
The moment is not yet upon us. Still, the truth will be revealed to you in time.
Huh. She really seems to be playing up the whole mysterious Adeptus thing right now. Is it because we just heard that cool story about her powers?
Where Rex Lapis was found dead. Which... I forgot, how did they explain finding a dead fucking dragon? When it wasn't him. Like, did homie just go and slay a random dragon and like, there you go. Or like, did he shed his form of being a dragon and that's just like a husk, which makes it more weird. Yeah, Shenhe's house is over there.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady, eh?
Yes,
I'm far more interested in getting her details than ordering any
So what are you looking
dishes.
at?
Hey,
You're
how
alert
about
for
you
some
ask her?
reason.
You do it.
No. I think you should. Wait, she's coming.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings,
Her
miss.
voice does sound
I was
relaxed.
just wondering if you'd be willing to...
What would you like to order?
2 servings of mora meat to go. Oh, good chat. Bye.
What? Did you even get your food?
Shenhe!
God, I want to
Welcome.
get Shenhe in her
It's been a
outfit.
while. May I take your order?
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same line. It's weird.
It's been a while, Shenhe.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and this is?
don't-
This is Miss Xianyun.
Xianyun, yeah.
Master?
Huh?
What?
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain one's true identity with such ease?
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form
Oh,
you
I
take.
forgot she's human.
You...
Oh.
Is something the matter, Master?
Hardly. Hardly. One simply learned
Wow.
of your
You
employment
can see
from
where
your mother
Shenhe gets her
and came to
fashion
check on your
taste.
well-being.
And check out the great food, too.
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock and can't talk for very long.
Well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon. Are you here for Shenhe? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shenhe. So I've got things covered for now. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know if things pick up.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
Wow, she does seem to relax. Wait, where are we going? Oh, over here.
Tasty chop suey.
Right? Ah, I'm caught! Where am I going? Oh, behind? Am I going behind the place? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to play with one hand while scratching my cat's butt. It's a little difficult. Where's Shenhe? Oh, there it is. Sorry, cat.
It
Needs
is
to
just
come
as
first
one
for a second.
expected. The owner
Our
of
girl is
Wanmin Restaurant
relaxing.
is indeed a most reasonable and
She has very
accommodating
fluffy fur.
human. Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way to deal with them.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by dealing with them, you mean...
First, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence.
Oh shit.
At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of a civil conversation.
I mean, honestly,
Oh,
yeah. That's
How'd you
how
come
it
up
should
with
be.
this?
I agree, actually. Sounds reasonable
Oh,
enough.
a sensible plan. One is gladdened to see you integrate so well into human society.
And you, Master? How have you been?
Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of
Oh,
one's
is
own
she
company
having
to be
empty
lacking.
nests happening with
see.
her?
Huh, just as expected of Master.
What she means it to say is she actually misses the two of you a
I
lot.
have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've already had a conversation with Chef Mao about taking some time off soon to visit Master.
Oh.
Oh, you did? Do make note of such matters in your letters in the future. There's hardly a need to keep one in suspense.
Oh.
whoa. Her mood shot up just like that.
By the way, Master, since you are in Liyue Harbor, have you had the chance to visit Ganyu?
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied with her work. There was time only to exchange a few simple pleasantries.
Ganyu told us the story of Cloud Retainer's name. It was amazing. We never knew how powerful she was before.
I see. In that case, allow me to also share a story about Master's past.
Oh?
Is that a problem, Master? I believe this to be a good topic of conversation.
No, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard. But no matter. Please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. After Mooncarver lost, he insisted that Master's ability to fly gave her a natural edge in such a contest. In response, Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race. Mooncarver accepted, only to find Master with a brand new device on the day of the contest.
Huh. What kind of device was it?
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron.
Oh, shit.
What was it called again? Oh, an electro-powered bicycle?
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and crafting it. It need only be infused with adeptal energy, and it can cover thousands of miles in one day.
Damn, are we about to get a bicycle in the game?
It boggles the mind why Mooncarver ever supposed he might best me in a contest of locomotion. Though he sprinted with all his might, he could barely keep up. Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory, when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch. Truly a most unfortunate turn of events. Anyway, do go on, Shenhe.
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so? Huh. With you gone, one has seldom felt the desire to call upon those old fossils for another contest. What is a race without spectators, after all?
Have you been lonely, Master?
Yeah,
Lonely?
she has.
At one's age, entire human generations come and go in the blink of an eye. Even one's own self-directed musings can span several days and nights. 'Tis a most foreign sentiment. The mere mention of it is preposterous.
Mm-hmm.
You could still be lonely.
What is the reason for that look upon your face?
It's nothing. It's just... Well, Paimon gained a lot of respect for you after listening to that story of you summoning the rain and everything. But all it took was a few words out of your mouth, and it's like you're back to being that illuminated bird again. I was just a little bit confused. Which one of the two is the real Cloud Retainer?
To me, they are both, Master. One is the Master that's widely revered by the people, while the other is the Master that I respect and adore.
Huh. One finds oneself exalted yet again with sweet words of praise and flattery of a most extravagant nature. You chose to exalt one with your words, yet you refuse to grace Mount Outsong with your presence for any extended period of time. One would almost question the sincerity of your estimations. This is not to say that your words paint an inaccurate picture. One has always lived by a single ideal. Eschew all action and abide by no rule. One does as one pleases and speaks as one pleases. Others may critique or praise as they see fit, yet one places little weight in such judgments.
She got, like, what, 2 sentences of flattery from her disciple, and it's as if her ego is about to burst.
Do you have any empty tables?
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
All right, good luck with the lunchtime rush, Shenhe.
Mm-hmm. I'll try my best.
Suey! As more and more guests begin to trickle in, Paimon takes the opportunity to order a whole array of
So much yummy
delicious
food!
meals.
Paimon's gonna feast!
Can you eat this kind of food, Cloud Retainer? Is the food to your taste, Cloud Retainer?
One is fond of all kinds of delicacies and delights in a multitude of flavors. The dishes here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill. Their unique flavor profile has left one more than satisfied. In
Oof,
fact,
I'm excited for
one
my
has
lunch
been
today.
struck by quite the fit of inspiration. One has already begun to
me get
conceptualize the
Whale
next generation of supreme cuisine machines.
Everything's so tasty! A bit too hot at times, but still super tasty.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny?
but it smells so delightful. Can we really not
Aw.
eat here? My poor legs can't go on for much longer.
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy to share a table.
Okay, I'll ask around. Excuse me. Would you mind letting us share a table with you? There are no empty tables left, so... Ah, well, Paimon doesn't mind. What about you guys?
We don't want.
Great! Thanks so much. My name is Xianyun, and this is my granny, Yuendai.
What? Let me guess. You and I has a
Really?
connection to Cloud Retainer.
Yep. Is there something wrong with that? No, Paimon's just a bit surprised. She looks so young. Yeah, a lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks, but she's actually much older than she appears.
Ooh. What is this?
Granny, why don't you take a seat? Come on, it's not polite to stare.
Huh. Have we met before?
No.
'Tis a fated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I can order for you.
I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground after a rainstorm.
No, not this again. Granny, there's no braised earthworms on the menu. Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird.
You mean
Do people actually
night
eat
crawlers? Night crawlers?
that? Right, that's what Paimon was thinking too. Need any help? Help? Oh, do you mean with Granny? Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memory's getting worse all the time. She's always saying things that sound kind of confusing.
I could not imagine
Actually,
eating night crawlers.
Her memory's been bad ever since I was little. But it's gotten so bad lately that I even have to remind her who I am every morning.
Which to people, if you watch this outside, well, I don't think it's a Missouri thing, but outside of the U.S., night crawlers are very long worms that usually come out of the ground when it rains.
They died young.
I don't know why.
It's just me and
But
Granny
they're usually
now.
used for like fish bait.
Oh.
So when she said after rain, I'm assuming she's talking about night
But
crawlers.
it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot, and I love her a lot too. Sure, it's hard at times, but you just gotta make the best of the life you've got. Wow. You're really tough for your age, kid.
Yeah, kid.
You're too kind.
And me? Oh, what about me?
You're tough too, Granny. Plus, you're really gentle, and you're always there for me.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. Wait, what was that really important thing again? Ah, I remember now. It was a dream. I had a dream where everything was dark. Someone was standing in front of me. She told me to come and find her, and that once I'd found her, I would be free.
Huh? That sounds super important. But how come you've never told me about it before?
It was just a dream, so I forgot about it. But I'm in a good mood now, and somehow I remembered it again. You know, I believe I've had this dream a great many times. But just how many times have I had it? Now that I do not remember.
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Oh, does that mean you're possessed?
Okay, Paimon.
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear, and her breathing remains calm and level. One sees no signs of possession.
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one not an adept? Am I not an expert?
You're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert. In that case, do you still remember what the person in your dreams looked like, Granny?
Not anymore. Although, I have a sense that she looked rather like me. But not as I am now. My younger self.
A younger version of Granny? This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
Or did she take on the form of
As
Granny?
one said, fate must have brought us together. You may leave the situation to me.
Are you sure? So, what are your names?
Xianyun? Xianyun.
Paimon's Paimon.
Really? I'm Lily?
Just Xianyun is fine.
Xianyun.
Thank you all so much for offering to help. But first, I'm sorry for asking, but,
Xianyun.
how do you want us to pay you back? Oh, we don't need any payment for this.
We're just curious about your situation and want to help if we can.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. But Miss Xianyun, what exactly can we do to help out this Granny? All we have to go off is that dream. Where do we start?
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace the steps of her youth. Once we have revisited those places, her memories will likely return.
Sounds like a plan.
Really?
So, Granny, do you remember which places you went to when you were young?
Why, of course I do. The heavens above, the earth below, the wispy clouds, and the emerald mountain streams.
So in
Taking that as a no.
Vale?
I might have an idea. Once
the
when I
emerald.
was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster.
Oh, shit.
If it's true, then maybe they wrote about it in the history books or something.
History books. She's
A
not that old.
martial arts heroine? Oh, Shincho knows tons about Liyue's chivalric traditions. If
Oh.
anyone knows about the heroes of the past, it's him. Let's
We're
go
gonna-
find him at the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Are you leaving already? But I'm still hungry.
I'll go order some food, Granny. If there's nothing on the menu you especially want, I'll just get a few different things.
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Oh,
Streetward Rambler?
Granny.
Oh, you mean Madam Ping!
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace once you are ready.
It's the fact that she decided to live as a human when she could have been an eternal human. Maybe me. Oh, okay. Let me out! Thank you. Dang, she's got really high boots. Oh, my bad. I'm like admiring her boots. Da, 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 da. There's my boy. My boy! Is he in his little outfit? Is he in his little outfit?
Huh. It's you two.
No.
What brings you here?
Shincho! Great, we found you! We wanted to ask you about something.
Singcho. Singcho? Is it Singcho? Like with a like an S sound, or it's Ching? Singcho. I think it's more like a Singcho.
That's not a whole lot of information to go off of. I don't know if I can say for sure.
That's fine. Anything is helpful and appreciated.
I can't pinpoint her identity from your description alone. But considering her age, I am reminded of a nameless heroine who's been featured in various chivalric novels.
Nameless heroine?
I'm stretching all
That's right. The novels often speak of a great drought from 50 years ago. As the people suffered, a nameless heroine appeared and began to clear away evil spirits and
Not
bandit
me
camps.
realizing that we were like the
People
Avatar.
idolized her, but never learned her name. All they knew was that she always acted alone. Later, though, she supposedly fell in love with a similarly noble-minded exorcist from Mount Tianheng. They were well matched in more ways than one, often fighting together as a fearsome duo of otherworldly strength. After the drought ended, the heroine and the exorcist left the public eye and began living a reclusive life in the mountains. All that remained were tales of her incredible accomplishments. The way this nameless heroine faded from fame into obscurity later in life is not too dissimilar from Miss Yuendai. I hope that's somewhat helpful.
Thanks a lot, Xingqiu. We knew it'd be worth talking to you.
It's nothing at all.
It sort of
just
sucks.
something I came across
Like,
while reading. I did do a bit of
she's a
extra
powerful
research
figure.
on her story, but
then she gets
it was
dementia
just out of personal
and
curiosity.
Well,
forgets
Paimon still thinks that's super cool. Oh, wait.
what
Xingqiu,
her
if you've read up on her,
impact
do you know
has
of any
become.
places often associated with her?
Let me think. In the novels, the nameless heroine always
Of
appeared near
course.
one of three places.
Wangshu
Wangshu Inn, the area just north of Jueyun Karst, and Qingyun Peak. Perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired the character was also often seen near those three places. That would explain why those locations appear in the various novels written about her.
Thanks so much, Xingqiu. Is that it? I will
You're welcome.
be able to remember.
To be honest, I found some parts of the story confusing when I first came across it. If Miss Yuendai was indeed the original inspiration for the character, she may just be able to help me put the pieces together.
What if
It's
she's
rare
actually
for a
the
chivalric
writer?
hero to fade into obscurity during their lifetime, even after retiring from the public eye. But no one ever saw or heard from the nameless heroine again. There were even rumors that she became extremely
What
ill.
if she like was actually
I've
writing?
never
She knew she was
understood
having
why someone would
dementia,
go to such lengths
she
to erase
wrote
themselves from public
her
memory.
story to try to remember.
It's
but like,
almost as if she was trying to hide from something.
oh.
There's probably far more to the story than what's been written.
We'll be sure to tell you if we manage to uncover the truth.
That's a deal. Perhaps, behind the truth of it all, there
Hi,
lies a story
Loki.
more fantastical than any work of fiction.
Paimon feels like we just learned so much from Xingqiu. A drought,
Xingqiu.
a nameless
Xingqiu.
heroine, a life of
Xingqiu.
seclusion. Wait,
Xing.
why does the story sound super familiar?
Ciao.
Oh, right! There's a drought in this story, too!
No. Princess!
Xingqiu, are droughts
Ugh.
super common in Liyue or something?
Well, they used to be. But people have long since developed methods to prevent them, like by cultivating the soil or digging canals. So while droughts do happen from time to time, they are rarely regarded as true disasters. The drought 50 years ago is probably one of the worst we've had in the last several centuries. The crops withered, the streams ran dry, and the monsters in the mountains became rabid and agitated. Countless caravans were attacked, and people who lost their homes came together to form bandit groups. What started as a natural disaster soon became a human tragedy as well.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, and that's exactly why the nameless heroine was so beloved. She must have been someone of true integrity, to do so much for the people while asking nothing in return. Still, as terrible as that drought was, it was nothing compared to the truly calamitous disasters that befell this land in ancient times. They say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe and more common. Only the strongest of Adepti could hope to dispel the ruin and devastation. Do you have any other questions?
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Xianyun and the others again. Paimon hopes that Granny Yuendai will be able to remember more of her past. She used to be a great hero who saved many people. So sad that she can't recall any of it. Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other time, Xingqiu. Thank you so much for your help.
It's no problem at all. Safe travels.
I'm like, I forgot about God being in existence, and I love him, so...
Got it. I'll start my warm-up routine.
Yeah, you will. He's so cute. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, we're going in the wrong direction. So adorable. Adorable! Oh my god. It's so pretty here. Like what I would give to like experience this world, like actually.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will
The closest
be
I'll be able to do is, you know, going to, you know, all these places that are inspired.
Straight word
by
Ping. What has amused you so?
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change in this world, and yet you appear just the same as ever.
You would
Time has
too.
little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects whilst dwelling at Mount Outsong. Nevertheless, Ping, one would like to seek your counsel on a personal matter.
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden? I must say, you're making me a little nervous. What is it?
Well, the inquiry is as such. Approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor, not unlike the one that you yourself lead?
It does not require as much as you may think. Still, do you mean that...
Clavitainer, Madam Ping!
Is she wanting to
what
live
are you two talking about?
in Liyue Harbor?
Nothing save for some trivial matters.
I mean,
have you unearthed any useful details?
If the pitiless Zhongli can live.
But let's save it for when Xianyun and Miss Yundai have joined up with us again.
Do not be troubled, young lady. Here, have some tea.
Have some tea.
Thank you so much. What do you think, Shuyu? Does it match up with what you know of your granny? According to the story, the
she's walking
heroine
away.
eventually fell in
The
love with an
dementia
exorcist
patient
from
is
that
walking
convent.
away. Oh, she's still there.
That's my grandpa. I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in our attic full of a bunch of weird sigils.
Seems like the stories were on the right track. We should probably pay a visit to the 3 places mentioned
I
in
think
the
so
books.
too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. I can taste the dew's sweetness in this cup. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountains, thoroughly one with nature and at peace.
Is that so? Then please drink as much as you like. There's no need to hurry. At our age, it's always nice to slow down and take the time to appreciate pleasant conversation among friends.
Thank you.
Let's rest here for a little while.
Okay, since we have the time, can I ask you something? Sure thing.
Sure.
What would you like to know? I have a secret I want to tell you. Let's go talk over there.
I got a secret. Hold on. Grab. Where are we talking? Oh, all the way over here.
What's wrong, Shuyu? Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we started talking in the restaurant.
Oh, shit.
Are you guys all adepti in disguise? Oh! About that.
Why did you say that?
Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus, I think I might have heard Miss Xianyun call herself an Adeptus. Oh, must have been a slip of the tongue. Xianyun, since you were the one who, misspoke, maybe you can explain to Xiyu here what you really meant by that.
One is indeed an Adeptus. Is that of some concern to you?
Huh? I knew
Could have said an Adeptus expert. You don't sound surprised at all.
Well, one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pure white illuminated crane. I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all icky and gross. But then this snowy white crane flew down from the sky. She put me on her back and flew me to her cool Adeptus house and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I woke up, I was already back in my bed, and my fever was gone. I really wanted to thank her, but I was too sleepy to stay awake, so I never got the chance. So, I just kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have ever met an Adeptus like that? A pure white illuminated crane? The only two we've ever met are blue and white and black and brown. Have you ever met one that's pure white, Cloud Retainer?
Never has one met an Adeptus with such features. One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from narrative accounts.
You can lay down, Loki.
That's weird. Was it really just a dream then? Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter that much anyway. All I really want is to help Granny recover her memories.
Is it her granny?
I'm really grateful for all your help.
Is her granny secretly an Adeptus?
Now that we know the 3 locations, we just need to visit them one by one. Let's go to Wangshu Inn first.
That's why she looks young
I'll go get
for her
Granny.
age. Alright, where are we going? All the way up here. Okay, Wangshu Inn. Zhao! We're coming! I read a book last night. It's pretty good. Loki. It's literally me.
Inn. Wangshu Inn.
What?
Do you remember this place, Granny?
Yes. The fish here is very delicious. And if you look out into the distance, you can always spot a bird that's been left behind by its flock.
Oh.
I believe I used to have a room here. It had a window. Yes, I spent a lot of time looking out that window. Which room was it again? Let me look.
I'll come with. Paimon's still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this place, that must mean she lived here, right? Wait, huh? Whoa! Xiao, what are you doing?
I fucking knew it! Paimon, you
I
should
sensed a
know.
non-human presence and decided to come take a look. If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot.
Oh my god, look how he
I
looks at
suppose
us.
there's no cause for concern. It's
Look
been
how
a
he
while,
looks
Cloud
at us.
Retainer. I see you have returned to your previous form.
You met her in this form before?
I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions during the Archon War.
Oh, wow! What was she like during the war?
Ganyu.
Let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this?
Behold, the glory of one's newest invention, the Bang Bang Continuous Fire Mechanism. Hands up and surrender, or be prepared to face the full might of the Adepti.
Okay.
An impressive imitation.
Paimon knows her all too well.
Even so, Cloud Retainer was not always as ostentatious as you describe. You may be unaware, but her talent with Adepti sigils is just as formidable as her skill in mechanics. The Archon War reached its peak after Guizhong's death. The Cloud Retainer who fought beside me in those devastating battles was taciturn and solemn, only speaking when she had to activate her sigils.
A Cloud Retainer who barely talks? Paimon can't picture it. But what happened after that? If you were so powerful in your human form, why did you decide to take up your bird form again?
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, what use would one still have for such a shape? When dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the struggles and troubles of the mortal world, a mortal form is hardly the most fitting of choices.
Exactly. I don't
After
blame
the
her
war,
for taking the crane form.
Cloud Retainer retired to Mount Outsong, only revealing herself to the occasional visitor, and always in her avian form. Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago when she decided to don her human form. I believe it was for the purpose of...
One believes there is little need to relive bygone matters.
Oh shit, what is that about?
Are you okay? Back then, at this place,
Perhaps this conversation should end here. I shall take my leave now.
But no,
Should you
Zhao.
encounter any trouble, you need only call my name.
Fuck!
However, given that you are traveling with Cloud Retainer, I trust you are in good hands.
Zhao.
Everyone! I think Granny is finally beginning to remember her past.
Slowly now, calm your mind and recount what has been recalled.
a long time ago, I stayed here to recuperate from my illness.
Huh. So what Shinjo said was true! You did fall ill! Was that why you went into hiding?
I don't remember. I'm very sorry, but I can't even remember the name of my illness. The only thing I can remember is that it took a great toll on me, and there was no cure for it. I was confined to my room in Wangshu Inn, where I spent many days unconscious. I'd come to every once in a while and stare at the migrating birds outside the window. It was a solemn sight.
You were the crane.
I remember
Maybe.
crying, but I'm not even
I'm wondering
sure
if this
I knew
was when she
why.
gave up her immortality.
One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul-revitalizing tea pills. He told me that the pills were concocted using Adepti blood and could be used to alleviate my symptoms. Sure enough, I made a full recovery. My illness remained dormant for several decades after that.
So the dementia you're suffering from now
Wait,
is actually...
but if your illness remained dormant for several decades, are you saying that what you're going through now is just a relapse of what happened all those years ago? And it was all thanks to the pills that you managed to keep the symptoms in check? Paimon's brain kinda hurts. Do you remember anything else?
I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, if only I wasn't so useless.
Alright, cut your palm!
Hey!
Cloud
You're
Retainer.
not useless. You've done so much for me. Watched me grow up. Raised me. How could you say that about yourself?
Oh, fret not, dear child. Granny was just a bit frustrated. That's all.
The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual process. Finding pieces of one's past is always superior to not finding anything at all. Let us make haste to the next location.
Next location. Oh, why don't we go to the area north of Dwayun Karst next?
Okay.
There isn't really a landmark there, so where should we start? Oh, Paimon's got it. Let's check out the houses in the area first. After all, if she was there for any length of time, then she would have stayed somewhere, right? Oh, Paimon's really got her thinking cap on today. At this rate, we'll recover all of Granny Wendai's memories in no time.
Alright, off to... Oh. Right, where to? Yeah, right next to these utility troll camps. chicken real quick. Ha 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 ha. Thank you. Alright. I'll be real with you. It looks like it's abandoned.
Paimon sees an abandoned house.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we take a break over there?
This place. It's...
Did you remember something, Granny?
I remember. Xianyun. This is where your father was born. It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit. I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on, so we took refuge in this house. Your grandpa set up a barrier outside, but neither of us knew if it could hold the monsters back. I remember that night. I remember falling.
For a girl that's about to give birth, you don't look that big.
Over and over. I alone am the source of this sin. Punish me as you wish for forsaking my oath, but spare my innocent child.
Sin? Oath? Did
was
you
she
do
supposed to
something
be
wrong?
I don't know.
Celibate?
I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my strength until the sun finally rose again and the fog cleared out. Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That baby was your father. I remember I clutched him tight to my chest and wept tears of joy.
Because I have a fear of
aging
aging.
in my life.
My dad?
So seeing her younger,
He was my pride and joy.
Now she's older.
And
it's
so are you,
freaking me out a little.
You're so much like him, and I love you both so much.
Which is funny because you
you're
age no matter what. I mean, it's not the aging part.
always
It's like it's the fact that I'm.
from me.
Okay, maybe it is aging. But like, of my body changing.
Why?
And not looking as useful as I do.
What did I do?
I don't care what you might have
freaks
done,
me out.
Granny. You'll always be
And
the
then I'll
person
die.
I love more than anything.
You're too sweet,
I hate the thought of it.
Xianyun. I'm lucky to have you with me.
Like how
If
Cloud
not
Retainer
for
says,
you, I would
in a
not
blink
have
of an
had the
eye,
courage to
centuries
come
will pass
here
for her.
to try
And,
to
like,
remember what I had forgotten.
It feels the same with me.
All
I
right.
feel like I blink
Let's
and then a
not
year
stand
has
around
gone,
any
and I'm like,
longer.
what
There's
the
one
fuck?
place left.
Like I'm trying to grasp at sand.
Let's go take a look.
If one recalls correctly, the next place should be Xianyun Peak.
We don't have to go to the other ones? Okay. It's like we really got to hit the ball on that one. Fly on the wings of love. Fly, baby, fly. Let's see, will you survive the drop? Did he? I couldn't
We're
tell.
finally here. Does this place feel familiar to you, Granny, one day?
Let me see. How strange. Have I lived here before?
Take it easy, take your time.
When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of familiarity. I could easily picture myself in those places. But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression on me.
But did the stories get it wrong then?
Ooh, we got 2 out of 3. You can't expect them to get everything right.
Yeah, that's true. But they're also the only thing we have to go off of. Paimon was hoping this place would jog Granny Yuendai's memory just like the others.
I'm sorry to disappoint you two.
It's all right. We're not going to give up yet. We'll figure something else out. Just you wait.
Thank you. If only I could remember. Huh? That way. What's that mountain?
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outsong? Looks like we've come full circle.
Mount Outsong. Mount Outsong.
Granny, are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny. It's okay if you can't remember. You shouldn't do something that makes you sad.
Mount Outsong, What am I really?
Mount Outsong holds some familiarity to you?
It does, but I can't go back.
Are you feeling unwell?
My head. It feels all heavy and dizzy. What is wrong with me?
Cloud... Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
But...
Fret not, all will be well. You and I, you have already given more than enough to the pursuit of this endeavor. You may leave the rest to me. I've prepared something that can aid you in suppressing the fear in your heart and restoring your lost memories. It currently resides at Mount Outsong.
Wait, really? When did you do that?
I never leave anything to chance. All will reveal itself when we arrive.
Right, let's see it. What is the reveal?
Come on, just tell Paimon already! What's this thing you've prepared?
Here, this is it.
Huh? But isn't this the mechanism that you were tinkering with when we first got here? Oh, is it another invention of yours?
Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased with the result. I call it the Suspensus Somnium mechanism. It periodically releases a soft breeze, which when paired with a gentle adeptal tune, can help the listener subconsciously relax and even enter a semi-hypnotic state, soothing agitation and anxiety, relieving exhaustion and insomnia. Its potential uses are numerous indeed. And of course, it can also aid in the recovery of lost memories.
Whoa, what a cool gadget! But if you had it all along, why did you keep it to yourself until just now? We could have come to Mount Outsong right off the bat and saved Paimon a lot of floating.
Oh my god, Paimon.
How preposterous. Had Yuendai not recalled much of her past through her own efforts, the device would have nothing to draw upon. We Adepti can only help those who first resolve to help themselves. Had she lacked such determination and strength of character, one would have little to offer in way of assistance.
Paimon thinks she gets it now. Hey, what's that other thing?
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism. One secured such a tune from Streetward Rambler. Only with her melodies can the mechanism reach its peak power.
Whoa, Paimon can feel what you mean. Paimon's body feels light as a feather. It's as if she's lying down on a warm patch of grass after a super satisfying meal.
And you and I, is the mechanism helping you to relax? It appears she has already succumbed to the depths of reverie.
Yeah, how do you stop it from affecting
Come,
others?
join
besides your
one on this
target?
side. We shall give her some time to herself.
Oh,
The drought is over.
Oh shit.
But why do you look like you want to cry?
It's the grandfather.
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
Stop it.
Please.
I'm not gonna cry.
Please, no. Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew, perfectly straddled betwixt the realms of heaven and earth. This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never left. The you of the past, the me from not that long ago. We should have never.
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar.
Granny! Granny, are you okay?
Cloud Retainer.
Your memories have returned.
Wait, did you just call her by her full name? Does that mean you already knew each other?
Yes. I now remember everything.
Oh.
Everything.
Granny, please don't cry. I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, don't worry, my dear child. Granny is fine. I'm so sorry, everyone. You've gone to so much trouble on my behalf. It's all come back to me now. The most important thing that I had forgotten was the truth of what I once was.
One can sense the guilt that now plagues your conscience. Reclaiming a truth long buried is sure to come with a myriad of complex emotions. Perhaps one should recount the story on your behalf while you compose yourself.
So she
No,
knows.
it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must face my memories head on. Shuyu, everyone, I cannot thank you enough for all your help. I'm ready to tell you my story, if you're willing to listen.
Please, Granny, don't force yourself. What happened in the past doesn't matter. I love you more than anything. Nothing you say can change that.
I know, dear child. My feelings for you are exactly the same. It is for this reason that you deserve to know the truth.
You're like Crane.
Some time ago, I made a terrible mistake. One for which I could never atone.
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Xianyun Karst? What happened?
I am, in truth, not a human being. My real form, one that I held for centuries, was that of a wild crane.
For centuries?
I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains. At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The Lord of the Mountain, Cloud Retainer, became aware of my existence and began to share many stories with me. She even passed on the secret of cultivation to me. Though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I always saw her as my master. Whenever she took out her tools to work on mechanisms or new inventions, I would also stand next to her and watch. I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right. I followed her teachings, and time gradually passed us by. Until that fateful day 50 years ago.
50 years ago?
During the drought that struck Lee away.
That's right. Master regaled me with many stories of her past deeds. From them, I learned how she had saved people from a similar crisis in the past. She was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adeptus like her. I wanted to travel the land like she had, relieving suffering wherever I went. But I was still far from being a real adeptus. I possessed no ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. Once she learned of my desires, Master prepared a special dose of human mimicry potion for me. She warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever forget my past as a crane and become something neither human, beast, nor adeptus.
Oh no. So that was the source of your dementia all along.
You never turned back into a crane.
Was it because of Grandpa?
Indeed, I fell in love. Though he was human, he had spent his entire life training on Mount Tianheng. When we met, it was not only my first foray into the world below, but his as well. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and wanted, more than anything, to cleanse it of all pain and suffering. I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to tick away. Those 10 years passed by in a flash. Yet I did not want to leave his side, so I
didn't transform back.
Oh no. What happened next?
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it meant that I would eventually turn into a monstrosity. I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote her a long letter instead and asked someone to leave it outside her abode. I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face. In my shame, I fled and tried to hide from the world, such that no one would be able to find me again.
So that's why the nameless heroine hid herself away.
But that was only the beginning of my troubles. I began to suffer from a strange illness. My memories became hazy and confused, and I could no longer keep myself awake. I understood that my pain was caused by my refusal to return to the life I was fated to lead. Along with my memories as a crane, I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. I knew only that I had committed a sin. All I could do was pray for forgiveness, even if I had long forgotten what needed to be forgiven. Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a
her, wasn't it?
That we were there at the same time. If it weren't for those soul-revitalizing tea pills, I probably would have...
Granny! What's wrong?
Coincidence? Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Tea pills concocted using the blood of an adeptus? Master, don't tell me. Back then, that merchant was actually...
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded, would it not? Consider the pills a symbol of one's best wishes.
So when I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away in perpetuity, the only person I managed to deceive was myself. You knew where I was all along.
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game. You would hide yourself among a group of wild cranes and ask one to pick you out from among the flock. One found you with such ease every time. 'Tis a truth most evident. One always recognizes one's own, no matter what form it may take.
So she recognized her immediately at the restaurant.
Oh, wait! Paimon's confused! there, you found Yuendai again? But how? When? And what happened after that?
Perhaps it is now time for one to recount the rest of the tale.
Oh.
One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses.
This is pretty. What is... Is that Xianyun? Where is this fucking located? The map.
In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was lacking. One could hardly say his skill with sigils was any better.
She was a disapproving mother.
But soon, one came to appreciate the devotion he bestowed upon you during your illness. He never uttered a complaint and rarely left your side. Unwilling to begrudge someone of such character, one decided to overlook his aforementioned deficiencies, glaring though they may have been. Wishing to grant you a life without regrets, one gathered many divine ingredients and used one's own blood to create a form of medicine. Though imperfect, it managed to suppress the more dire effects of your illness. As for how to deliver the medicine, after much contemplation, one eventually decided to perform the deed oneself. One took great care to alter one's features and select the appropriate attire. Only after meticulous scrutiny did one finally set out for Xianyun. As one expected, you were most ignorant of one's true identity. You showed not even the slightest inkling of recognition. One was quite torn. Should one have celebrated the success of one's disguise, or mourn the loss of your acquaintance?
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Oh, we're supposed to be over here.
Skyward! Scatter!
Oh, her thing glows. That is so cool.
Yeah! Skyward!
Nevertheless, one would speak to you about another matter, if you are amenable, even considering your loss of memory. One was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with adeptal blood. Its proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. To think that you tried to travel while weak from sickness and heavy with child.
Dude, if I
intervene to clear the fog.
I know I said I would only do Archons, but if she pops up again, I may try to go for her.
Scatter!
Make way for the Adeptus!
Oh my god, after this fight I need to scratch my head.
Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward!
Oh, that is mean.
Seize the sky!
Yeah, that's right, bitch. Suck on that, left nut. Okay. Hold on.
Those monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity without sufficient incentive. They were likely incited by the presence of godly remains. Said godly remains, in turn, were likely drawn to the trace of one scent on your body. One was, after all, an active participant in the Archon War. Some of the gods were likely shattered by contraptions of one's very making. In the end, one was relieved to see you endure through the night. At the break of dawn, one heard an infant's cry pierce through the air, and one saw you carefully cradle the child to your chest. Although certain mortal matters remain foreign to me, one could not help but be moved by your joy. To see you happy, that was more than enough. Now you should have a complete understanding of the events.
Wait, but if that's true, then the crane who took care of me when I was sick must also be...
Ah, one had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale. Just as you and I troubled one with her antics, so did you give one many a headache. Upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment.
I think I may have
However,
it on mute.
upon seeing one's form, you began to cry, refusing to get on one's back. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not possibly be a true Adeptus, because all illuminated cranes are white from tip to toe. One had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance. You became more than amenable enough when one stood before you devoid of any other coloring. It bears mentioning, however, that as a crane, Yuendai was nearly entirely pure white in color. Though you had never encountered her in that form, you still recognize the essence of her being. Perhaps fate brought you two together in more ways than one.
But if I was on mute when I said this, when I was battling her, I was like,
now
damn.
all has been revealed.
I know I said I only go for Archons, but if she
One
shows
owes
up...
you an apology, Yuendai. One recognized you upon your very entrance into Wanmin restaurant. One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal standing with Ganyu and Shenhe. Indeed, one wished to bring your story to a satisfactory end with this visit to Liyue Harbor. Still, one could not reveal your identity right away. Had one simply informed you of all you had lost, all those cherished memories would merely have become the fictionalized account of another. Memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who lived through them. Would you not agree?
No, I want
Even
someone
if
to
the
tell me.
process was painful and arduous to experience. Have you any further inquiries?
Master, I must ask. If you found me all those years ago, why did you leave me be, even though you knew about my mistake? Why did you not bring me back to Mount Outsong by force?
One has never regarded your action as a mistake. It was a simple choice, nothing more. When it is time for one's progeny to leave the nest, it is the responsibility of an elder to let them fly free. Yet, when your wings grow weary and the night grows dark, just know that you always have a place to which to return. 'Tis a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing. Home, nest, haven. Whatever its denomination may be, its essence remains quite unchanged. One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike one's own abode. One's disciples are free to come and go as they wish, yet the door remains forever open to those who wish to return. One rather hopes you count yourself among them.
Was she?
Thank you.
Could she be able to turn back into a crane?
Thank you so much.
You and I. One expects you too have sensed the rapid deterioration of your condition as of late. Have you not? 40 years ago, you chose a path without a future. Though one used one's own blood to provide you with a few decades of extra time, it merely delayed the inevitable. One may have extended the path, yet one was unable to alter its final destination.
Can't you just do it again?
Even the power of an Adeptus has its limits. Had your condition continued to deteriorate, you would have forgotten your life as a human entirely. In the end, you would have turned into a creature lacking in the ability to even comprehend its own monstrousness.
Oh, so she would have turned into something else, but with the help of her blood, stopped her, but she still is forgetting.
Fortunately, you were able to avoid that scenario by reclaiming your memories. Though one sped the process along by providing some guidance, the result is entirely a reflection of your own effort.
So, what's gonna happen to Granny?
One will help her reclaim her original form as a wild crane. If it be fated, she may recover her sentience one day.
She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
She gets to be alive. Is there any...
Master, you've already done more than enough for me. I don't know how I could possibly repay your kindness. This is a better result than I could have ever hoped for. How much time do I have left?
Not long. The transformation is imminent.
Granny? Please don't leave, okay? You're all I have left.
Well, she should
Please.
Be able to
Don't
remember
be
herself.
sad, dear child. Granny has led a wonderful life.
She'll be alive.
Is having to
it's better than a monster. Or dead.
Don't forget to eat well, okay? A growing young lady like yourself needs lots of good food to grow big and strong. Promise Granny you'll take good care of yourself when I'm gone.
I promise, Granny. I'll do whatever you say.
Good girl. Good girl. Don't worry. It's not goodbye forever. Granny's gonna become the most formidable crane in all of Mount Outsung.
Yeah, because she'll be
Granny
immortal
will
again.
train day and night. I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything but my own power. When that day comes, we'll be able to live together again. You and I.
That's what you should have done
How's
in the
that
beginning.
sound?
Good.
Instead of taking
That's a
shortcuts.
good girl. Even though we won't see each other for a little while, as long as we both work hard, we're sure to meet again someday.
I'll eat well, Granny.
Us Traveler understands.
And I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. I'll wait for you to come back.
That's a good girl. Then Granny really has no more regrets. I'm so sorry, Master. Thank you for everything.
So, but what does that make her, the kid?
Let her be. At her age, crying is a natural, if not fitting, response to such an event.
Doesn't matter your
Tears are a
age.
necessary part of maturation. Sometimes there is scarcely a better vehicle to wash away the toll of stress and misery. Now that the issue has been resolved, you should also take a moment to relax. Give yourself some time to rest. Take a nap if you must. One will wake you in due time.
We're about to get hypnotized, bitch. Take screenshot. Oh. No, I don't want the kid. Are you gonna see your brother? Oh my god.
I always believed we would see each other again, that our days of separation would finally end, and all my troubles would be behind me.
I'm not crying.
If only things could stay this way forever.
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
You weren't ready to wake up. Eloquent as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it. Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one is always here for you. After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
Grilled chicken drumsticks.
Is her finger in her mouth?
Was Paimon sleeping just now?
Yes.
Oh, Paimon wasn't talking to you. Paimon had a dream about eating grilled chicken drumsticks, that's all.
Madam Adeptus?
Oh, Xianyun, you're awake.
I feel like
How
that
do
could
you
be a
feel?
dangerous tool because people will want to stay in that world.
I feel a little better. Thanks. I know I'll see Granny again someday, so I don't feel so sad anymore.
Dude, that's the only time we're going to be able to see having a reunion between the
you
Traveler
Would you
and her
take me in
brother.
as a disciple?
Oh, and have you reasons for this sudden interest?
I know Granny thought what she did back then was wrong. She felt really bad about it. But without that mistake, I would have never been born. Even though Granny lost her memories, she never forgot to show me how much she loved me. So, I thought maybe one day I could become a cool Adeptus like you and help a whole bunch of people, just like Granny wanted to do.
Upon some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal. The fact that Yuendai's blood flows through your veins is proof enough of that. If this is what you desire, one shall make it so.
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus. No, I mean, Master.
Xianyun, are you sure about this?
And the fact that when she says it...
Paimon's gonna let you in on a little secret. We've seen Cloud Retainer's 2 other disciples, and they pretty much eat nothing but bitter herbs like chin-chin and violet grass.
Not Paimon calling her out.
If you join them, you'll never enjoy Wanmin Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
How utterly preposterous. One has never enforced such a rule. Every individual must find their own path to enlightenment. So long as one retains a pureness of spirit, one's dietary proclivities are quite irrelevant.
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now, is she?
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, its location does preclude access to certain finer mortal comforts. That is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shu Yu shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
Whoa! You're leaving Mount Outsong?
Is that why he took on this human
One
voice?
has never concerned oneself with the location of one's residence. From the very beginning, one has sought only solace and peace. Yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, Shenhe, Yuendai, they all chose a life among the mortal world. One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One can only assume that one is most curious as to what aspect of Liyue Harbor could have enticed them to remain there. One could hardly offer an opinion on the matter, but perhaps some time in the harbor will prove instructive. Why are you all so silent?
Oh, we were listening.
Paimon is, just a bit shocked, that's all. So, does this mean we can grab a meal together in Liyue Harbor sometime?
One has precious little time to squander. However, if one finds oneself otherwise unoccupied, one would not be opposed to the idea. One will be assuming the identity of a human while residing in Liyue Harbor. You should take care to avoid disclosing one's true identity.
Don't worry, we'll help you keep it a secret. So, when can we expect to start seeing you in the city?
Perhaps in 2 days' time. One has some matters to see to before one's departure. Preparation is the key to success, after all. One plans to put up various items from one's collection for sale. The earnings should provide for a comfortable living in Liyue Harbor. One has already picked out a handsome property near Chuhu Rock. 'Tis no small purchase, but what is mortal life if not one expense after another?
Seems like you've really thought of everything. Then how about we meet up in Liyue Harbor in 2 days?
A sensible plan. See you then. Oh, also, why don't you take this suspensus somnium mechanism as a souvenir? Anytime you should feel ill at ease in the future, you may try quieting your mind and sitting in meditation as you listen to its melodies.
That huge thing.
It might help you find a new perspective.
Awesome! Thanks, Cloud Retainer! Hey, didn't we promise Shincho that we'd tell him what we found out? Should we make a trip to the Feiyun Commerce Guild? It's totally up to you.
So it's funny that, when we were sitting here and she's like, as an elder, we look after our young ones or whatever, and I'm like, girl? I'm like, do you know how old the Traveler is? Oh, where's the Traveler? Does it show age or just birth? Birthday. Oh, I was like, why is it my birthday? I forgot. It's your birthday. Okay, so it doesn't have like age. The keeper is fading away, the creator has not yet come, but the world shall burn no more, for you shall ascend. What the fuck? Wait, what? Luma, what the fuck? Is there anything about Gaming? No. Nothing about Gaming.
You know what? I think her music rocks. Too noisy by traditional standards. I feel like now that we live in the age of mankind's rule, it's time for the legendary boy Adeptus to be released from duty. We no longer need a defender of that kind, because we are capable of working through the challenges we face on our own strength.
Alright, so we gotta wait 2 days' time. But first, let's accept her thingy. Oh. Wait, did I just go up in friendship level of 2? I did! Wait, do I have anything on her? Not the craving 5. Wait, let me look at the artifacts. Oh, they're not leveled up. That explains it. They're just temporarily being put on him.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Thank you, Catherine. So, they live in this place. Alright, so we gotta skip ahead. I'm surprised we didn't do any fighting. Usually there's like a boss thing that happens. Chop suey! Sorry. That's all you hear every time you walk past that area. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Traveler is like... She's really old. Like her and her brother. They're pretty old. We're gonna go to the daylight. Alright. Excuse me. Yeah, you're in the way, bitch.
Your concerns are excessive and unfounded. This is but a simple collection of ordinary valuables. Such intense scrutiny is hardly necessary.
To be quite honest, your insistence on that fact is my primary cause for concern. In what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I simply can't risk shelling out that kind of mora without proper scrutiny. If I'm wrong, I would never be able to earn it back. Not even if I worked every single day for the rest of my life.
Are you selling her
I have to be careful. Yes, you can never be too careful.
We're here, Clow. Miss Xianyun, what are you guys arguing about?
Ah, perfect timing. This ignoramus is questioning the authenticity of my wares. I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. To question their legitimacy is pure folly.
Girl, you just...
Several hundred years?
Indeed. They're family heirlooms, you see, passed down over many generations, as families are wont to do.
Yep, they've definitely been around a while. We can vouch for her on that one.
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of Mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to behold them with your own eyes. Doubt their authenticity any further, and I may just decide to take them to another buyer.
Whoa, please don't go! I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well that I lack the knowledge to judge the true worth of these items. If you could wait but a moment,
Is it Zhang
I'll hire
Wei?
an expert to appraise them for me. He should be here shortly.
An expert, you say? Very well. I will
It's
wait for a
Zhang Wei.
little
It's
while
gotta
longer
be.
then. Traveler, Paimon, this is my new residence. If you have cause to seek my company in the future, this is where you can find me.
Master! Oh, it's you two again. Hello.
Xianyun, you got a new outfit. It looks great on you.
Mm-hmm. Master made it for me. I like it too.
Oh,
Huh? You know how to make clothes?
of course.
Do I know how to make clothes? With the support of the proper mechanism, sewing is hardly a challenge.
Master, I brought in most of my stuff. There's a few boxes left, but they're kind of heavy, so I just left them outside.
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Where's her dad?
Actually, I should probably sort through my stuff a bit first. Everything's kind of messy right now, so maybe you could, not look yet, Master? Yeah, that'd be great.
It appears my young apprentice has her own fair share of secrets. No matter. Do what you must, child. Now, this expert you mentioned. When can we expect their arrival?
Soon. Ah, there he is!
It's Zhang Wei. It's gotta be Zhang Wei.
Here, allow me to make some introductions.
Sorry.
This is Mr.
Sorry,
Zhang
Loki.
Li, a well-respected consultant
Daddy
at
Gio.
Wangshan Funeral Parlor and an expert in all manner of valuables and antiques. Mr. Zhang Li, this is Miss Xianyun. She's the one who's looking to sell the collection of valuables I mentioned earlier.
Hi. This is awkward.
Huh.
If it isn't Miss Xianyun. It has been quite some time since our
Sorry.
last meeting. What a serendipitous reunion.
Indeed, most serendipitous. Have you been faring well as of late, Mr. Zhangli?
Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experiences left me with such insight and peace.
Huh. So you two are already acquainted?
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together again. If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Xianyun is a well-regarded collector and appraiser. She is well-versed in all fields, and oft-celebrated for her impeccable taste. You stand to gain much from this opportunity.
You are too kind, Mr. Zhangli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail. I can say without a doubt that you are foremost in that regard.
Why, you flatter me, Miss Xianyun. It would seem that you are as self-effacing as ever.
Not at all, Mr. Zhangli. Not at all.
While I am loath to butt into this conversation, I must ask, you two already knew each other, and you seem to have quite a cordial relationship. Can I be certain that you're not working together to swindle me? I mean, you never know.
That's very true.
A
That's my
preposterous
first
accusation. The heavens themselves would collapse before we would conspire to do such a thing.
Miss Xianyun speaks the truth. Contracts are built on honesty and trust. If that proves to be beyond your capabilities in this instance, this transaction may be taken elsewhere.
Say no more. Let us depart.
I jest. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhongli himself has vouched for the goods? Miss Xianyun, wait!
Like...
I deeply apologize for doubting you. So, Mr. Zhongli, could you please give me a final verdict on the value of these items?
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its purpose, its structure and appearance are exquisite enough to merit it a place in any fine home. The same can be said for this one here. Few could hope to possess an item that so perfectly blends mechanical wonder with geometric grace. I am sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world. With that in mind, I earnestly recommend procuring every last item in this collection.
They must have been like her...
Since I hired you as my consultant, Mr. Zhongli, I shall, of course, trust your good opinion. Then, in that case, Miss Xianyun, I'll take the lot. However, since the final sum is quite large, how about we start with an initial deposit through the Northland Bank?
The one with
the Northland Bank? Huh. Oh, you refer to the fiduciary house. Oh, very well.
I fear people only use the term bank nowadays. In that case, I'll be off for now. I'll return to collect the goods once you've received the funds.
Snore.
Zhongli!
That was a sigh.
My friends, have you been doing well?
We saw Zhao and Zhongli. What a great stream.
My days have been quite pleasant as well. I had been quietly enjoying a cup of tea when Mr. Xiaozu requested my services. As for you, Miss Xianyun, I presume you must be looking to settle in the city?
I must say, the name Xianyun sounds exceedingly strange coming from you. Perhaps you could dispense of that particular epithet in further conversation.
Whatever for. Am I not addressing you as a friend should?
Well, that is true, but... Alas, refer to me however you will. After all, a name exists such that others may address you with it. One is hardly ignorant of that fact.
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud Retainer.
One has indeed. One's previous days were all brief. Now that one has made up one's mind to move and settle, one has gained a much better appreciation of the hubbub and commotion of the city, as well as the people's hard work and ardor. This city is much changed from how it was more than 1,000 years ago.
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people ebb and flow. From turmoil to peace, enlightenment to aspiration. Human society possesses limitless potential. In another 1,000 years, the scene we witness here may change in ways that are impossible for either of us to imagine.
Alright, that's enough reflection for one day. No need to get all sentimental on us.
Yeah.
You make a valid point, Paimon. Now that the sale has concluded, what say one plays the host as we try some specialty dishes together? One must profess great interest in trying bamboo shoot soup.
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were at the table on that occasion, so logic dictates that you should have already tried it.
Oh? What occasion was this?
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago. Alas, you must have been too preoccupied to secure yourself a portion. Or perhaps our other companions simply availed themselves of faster reflexes on that occasion.
Huh, hardly. 'Twas most certainly out of consideration for the others in attendance. In but a moment, one will show you what it means to have a true deafness of hand. It is settled then.
They're in the
Bamboo
retirement
shoot
era.
Soup, mora meat, crab roe tofu, triple layered consomme. We shall enjoy the lot. One has already passed word to Xianyun and Ganyu to make a reservation. It is prime time for them to meet one's newest disciple. Is that agreeable to everyone?
Yes.
It should be a most splendid occasion.
Thank
you so much, Cloud
come now,
Retainer.
it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhang Li.
Oh.
He is,
A humble employee of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Zhengli.
That should be
Can't exactly say. He's the god of Geo. Or the Geo god.
Sounds good. Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite. You know, 'cause it's super tempting and stuff. Is that true?
That sounds rather implausible. Although with the right preparation, certain dishes can be too delicious to resist.
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon! Hey, wait up!
Oh.
Hey there. Don't be shy. Come inside.
Girl, you sound like a harlot. And not a shop assistant for Santa Springs. I enjoyed that. Alright,
I just like to make people smile.
I wanted to claim. Next will be Navia's, but we're not doing her until Novella comes on screen, so I can pull. Oh, it's fine. I'm like, I just finished the story quest and for Cloud Retainer, and I'm wanting to do a quick little side quest before I end the stream. I'm like, I'm surprised you're not asleep. At least I'm hoping this will be quick. School night. Oh, it's fasting season. Yikes. Fasting? I'm about to eat me some Mexican. So I'm not fasting. I don't, that's like, I think the one thing I could not do if I was in any religion that required me to fast. I couldn't. I just love food too much. And I understand, at least in like one of the religions, why you fast. I don't know if it's the same as others. Yeah, we're gonna skip to this. I'm just hoping this is a quick quest. But no, bruv. I lost 1 kg for the first day, though. Is losing weight the point of fasting season for you? I'm like, I hope no, that's not a healthy way of losing weight. Because your body will go into survival mode and try to keep hold of your fat. So then when you do end up eating, it'll store that fat thinking that you're in survival mode. So, starving yourself is actually really bad. If you were using that to lose weight. I wanted to view the point! Okay. What am I supposed to do with them? Piece of cake. This is, Been a lot of time. I have to jump on them? Right then, you're up. Oh shit. I am. Nope. Okay. Fuck. No. Does this is does that send me back to ooh. I got it. Did I win? I fell because I wasn't looking. It's all because these poles are too dang slippery. Probably would have gotten hurt. Yeah. %. There we go. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm supposed to be over there. Well, I don't know. I only know about like my height and weight portions. And technically where I'm at, I'm like quote unquote slightly overweight. So I think my normal is supposed to be 130 and I'm at 140. There's nobody here. Are we fighting someone? Shit. Sorry, but what exactly should I do? Surely you don't expect me to knock all these dummies down in 2 seconds flat or something. Some of these dummies are dressed in blue while others are dressed in red. The battlefield may turn on a die. You must be able to distinguish friend from foe. To clear the shroud, defeat all the dummies. Okay. Fuck! That! Okay, so instead of doing spear. What? What? Exactly, yeah, exactly, yeah. English club, like learning to speak in English or reading in English, or like English club as in like books. Wang Shan What is that? Geo Sigil. Where are we? Oh, kind of like English activities. Like eating pizza. Wow, is this really it? It looks like it's seen better days. Or like... Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming that you're just speaking English. That's all I could think about for English activities. Maybe adopting a British accent. Cool. What are we doing? The way he's waddling. Is that how you wanted to walk? Do. Ha ha ha. Any other red dummies? I see you can't escape my attention. I'm gonna go pray. Also, some units that you must get into, like a Girl Scout kind of, and more units like, oh, wow. That's a lot. Go learn how to tie knots. Well, enjoy praying. Where are we going, old man? Oh, up here. Okay. Offer. That thing appeared all of a sudden. What have I... I'm like, did I just kill their god? Oh, like, can I take my apple back? But not me killing their god. Sure, let's go. This is not looking like a long task. Oh gosh. What? Okay. The treasure is what you find in yourself. But she said we agreed there would be no fee. I haven't ever heard of the Guahua clan cheating people or Mora either. We're not cheating people of anything. We don't need more exactly, but rules are rules. In Grandmaster Guaya's time, it was a Mora he accepted but rice and salted meat. Huh? They want food, not money. Well, fine. If you don't have more, you could just make me something to eat. That's what our okay. And what's Paimon's lead? Didn't he say Guajira couldn't just accept the rice and salted meat then and make him some? Oh. Oh shit. Like the squirrel we killed earlier. This is we're fucking feeding him his god. Change get added in. Yeah, like a fucking iron core. Not the Paimon special. Hold on. I want to see what it looks like. Can we eat it? I don't think we can. Those things. Oh, we can't eat it. Hi. Hyung the Third takes a bite out of Paimon's special salted meat dish. Before his muscles have finished masticating the first mouthful, he's already pushed a plate of meat aside, made a mad dash to the nearby pond where he regurgitates several large gulps of water. Uh-huh. It reminds me of how, I see. Woo. Oh. There's more to it. I'll go ahead and unlock it. Yay!
Good things come to those who wait.
Do they? Gimme. Let me grab it. Just walk super calmly over to the fireflies. Stop. Grab these? That's a shame. Oh.
Congratulations!
Oh. Come on, why aren't you turning into Zhongli? Stop it! Thank you.
Solidify!
Oh my god.
It's nothing. Here.
About time. Ah. Interesting. Look with the eyes that combine scrolls of knowledge from all places with chambers. Okay, bitch, I was reading that. What? Books in the bookshelves are more or less spending my blazing summer heat. Rain, light, rain, rock. Hold on. Oh. Does this go over there? Not understanding. Is that the right? Wait, hold on. Investigate. Rain. Wait. Okay. So I'm doing something wrong. But I'm not understanding which is which. How do I know which is which? Hold on. I'm gonna have to fucking look it up. Where's my phone? Loki, you're on my phone. Sorry, I'm grabbing that. Find the secret stash. Hold on.
Boom booms and eyes, and boom booms and mouth. And, I need to tighten up that part.
Okay, so those are in the right places. Yeah. Okay. No one told me I had to look into the secret eyesight. Let me go to this. And I want to see how long this is, because if it's like a long thing, then I'm going to continue.
Good things come to those who wait.
Let's see. Yes, easy fish. Very proud of my grade. Well, that's good. English is pretty easy. I mean, in my opinion. Oh yeah, I want to see how long this quest is. Shrouded, yeah, hidden hero. Top 10 reasons.
Number 1.
Sorry. Oh. Okay, so I don't have that long. Okay. But I do need good characters to fight with, I think. So we're gonna start doing some changes.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
This is how it must be. Let's go. Time is again.
No, which direction? This direction. Psych! Watch properly, mix it up and wash. Also, doesn't know it. And, ooh, fish. See, look at that. Well, let's do this shindig. It must be treasure. After this, I need to eat and take a nap. That's not true. The heavens are unfaithful, and those who seek its blessings and gain audience are rare. Fate is capricious, and those whose prosperity endures are few. They who are favored often find their paths barred, and worse awaits those who are not. This monument was left to ask this of future generations. When you have reached a dead end, what shall you do?
One with nature.
Stabilize.
Don't blink.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night.
With sword from shadow.
Welcome up, Buttercup.
Speed of light.
Whoa, whoa! What is...
The wind knows me.
I will have order. Solidify.
Oh, got it out of the way.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Don't blink.
Oh. Oh, I got into that. My bad.
To the chase.
The wind knows me.
Oh, I'm like, get out of the way of that too.
Written in the stars.
This is order.
Get out of the way.
One with nature.
One with nature.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Shadows of fate.
Stabilize.
The wind knows me.
Nowhere to hide.
Order guide you.
Definitely kind of heard of it. Ah! I remember. Oh, God, bitch. You go, Zhongli. Holy shit! Oh my god, that was so fucking close. Ooh, fuck off, mate. Dodging them left and right, son.
Solidify.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Decided by destiny.
The wind knows me.
I will have order.
Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. I'm like, those better be. You expect me to dodge all this shit?
Careless.
No. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Stabilize.
With sword comes shadow.
I'm like, I cannot dodge and fight at the same time. So we're just fucking sending it, bruv.
Gather. Order guide you.
One with nature.
Babe, stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Solidify.
Into the wind.
As one with wind and cloud.
Are we done? 12 secret chambers? Wait. Do we have
Brings a smile to my face.
It does not bring a smile to my face. Where am I going? This way? I'm assuming this way. No? Where am I? Ooh, give me that dead feet. Not that dead feet. Give me the dead fish. Caressing the blades, singing I go to cleave dragons, drink their blood, the divine light, like flowing lightning, the icy edge runs to smash the mountains. Beneath Mount Taehyung, I slay tigers, the scaled beasts, I skewer amidst the sea of clouds. When I turn a crown in succession, we shall live at ease. It must be the original guy's grave. I'm a div for some sleep, gotta wake up early for fasting. Oh, okay. I'll see you in the next live stream. Goodbye, Fluffy. They roughly mean that he didn't take anything with him. You're telling me. It's okay. I'll make something to eat. Too bad we can't take the sword with us. That was it. To the oh, I got some reputation and leeway, even though I'm already level 10 with our friendship. On the road again. Can't wait to be on the road again.
Ad Astra ab.
Reputation, I forgot. That's not found here. That's below. I haven't been into this area in a while. Oh, I guess they don't go up to 10, they go up to 8. I was like, wait a minute.
All tasks are handed out.
I'll end off the live stream in front of Cloud Retainer's house. I don't have Cloud Retainer. Hold on. Ooh, what's this? Find the guy you treasure. Anything else? Ooh, Xianyun's Splendor. Oh my, and I don't have any of her disciples either. That sucks. Guess I'll just sign off as traveler.
There's still a long road ahead.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Oh, I really liked this story quest a lot because we got to see the twins together. Oh my god, that made me so happy, and it makes me sad at the same time. It's like, I'm so happy, I'm so sad. It's just, oh, felt girl, I was just stretching. I'm just sad that you know, we get this. There was a moment that we were with our brother, but it wasn't real, and all she wants to be is with her sibling, which sounds a little weird when I say it like that. Wants to be reunited with her sibling, and he's on the quote-unquote evil team. No, I think what basically it is like I think her name's Tesserita. I think the Ice Archon isn't evil. She's playing against Celestia like Focalor did. But like Focalor played against Celestia in order to save her people. Well, I mean, granted, the Cryo Archon is doing it, I think, to save her people. But like, she's doing it in a harmful way, which isn't good. While Focalor, I mean, technically, if you think about it, Focalor is the villain for Farina, because Focalor made Farina go through all of that in order to save the people. She sacrificed the few for the many. Yeah, so I don't think essentially the Cryo Archon is evil. It's just the people in her employment are evil. Besides Child. Obviously Child is evil. He's our babe. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna sign off. we'll see you in the next live stream, and it should be probably like whatever quest thing that is, or either me mining stuff to get more artifacts and materials for characters. I don't know, because I'm wanting to save Navia's story quests for when we pull for Novelette. Oh my god, I'm like stretching out, you know? Anyway, this is me signing off. I'll see you in the next live stream. Bye!
Adventurer, think you can last around?